Hey everybody, it's George again. I want to give a little surprise I got this morning. I come down here to feed the pigs, and this is what I found. See how these sacks are strung? This is a 50-pound sack of silage. And if you look, there's a tooth mark there, and there. There's been a bear down here where I keep my feed for the pigs. Right here's another 50-pound sack that is carried to here. And right there on that barrel is where they was at. The sled was knocked down because it was on top of it, making sure that the rain didn't get on my feed. And there is an entire 50-pound bag of feed missing. Before I do much looking around, I'm going to come down here and get the fire protection out of the truck, just in case I run up on it. I don't want to get eat up. But I'll get this and see if we can't locate that 50-pound sack of feed. I don't see it up in there. But I don't know which direction it would have took it. There seems to be a path going up that way, but I'm not going in those weeds on a bear big enough to carry off a 50-pound sack of feed. I'm going to say the dogs fussed. The puppy wouldn't even come near the feed or anything else. But we'll walk down the driveway and see if maybe it took it across the road or it's in the road. Right here, stuff is carried across down through here. So there may have been more than one. But I'm going to bring you along just in case something does go down. Now see, here's my berries, and it didn't try to get no berries. I guess it may have picked some. You can see them right on the ground. But it obviously wasn't satisfied with the berries. So we'll look down here in this ditch. I don't see them there. Now it may have took it down under the hill on my neighbor's property. But I'm definitely not going to go down that mess over an $8 sack of feed. But it does look like I'm going to have to do something to deter it. So I guess at some point today, I will be running an electric fence. I don't see it in the road nowhere. I see corn down here in the road, like little piles of where the powder corn fell out. But I can't really tell how it left here. But I know the other day when I brought in feed, I did have 3 sacks of corn, more than my barrels could hold. And I guess I will be hunting another barrel and seeing if I can get that feed put up. Because the last thing I need is a bear playing around where my critters is. I guess it's a lost cause. I don't see it up here on the hill nowhere. So, but it does look like something been in there watering on some of them weeds coming down the hill right there, especially. If you look, right there, it looks like something slid down the bank. I don't know. But come on, baby girl. Don't mess with it if it's down there. I don't see where I can see little bunches of corn, but I don't know if it was in its fur or if it was actually carrying the sack off. I'm gonna say it was carrying that sack off, but I'm gonna say it took a pretty good sized bear, because where the feed is to right over there where I seen the last little bunch of powder, you can kind of make it out right there. See it? Right there, that little white stuff. That's powder from corn. And for it to walk off with a 50-pound bag of feed like that, that's not no little bear. I'm gonna try to put my feed in them empty sacks back in the barn. But Well, you take from here, where that sack ours laying, to that feed barrel is 100 foot, right at it. And then right there in front of that box is the other sack. And them boxes was in there. So he's reaped havoc down here last night. I looked at the pigs, they seem to be fine. They're not, how'd I say it? They're skittish this morning. But let me get this feed put up, and I'll show you how it was before I come down here this morning. Okay, I cleaned up the mess, and I'm still carrying the bear protection, so I'm trying to do everything one-handed. But right here is where the feed was. You can see it spilt some iron there, and the pigs were wanting to fight this morning. But you know, it goes all the way out through there where it's dragging that feed. And you look at the hole in that feed bag, and you look right here at the teeth marks where it carried that bag. Over here where it carried that bag. That's not a little bear. And this here, I did feed the pigs out of it, but it was slap level full last night because I had 4 sacks. Where it got down, I tried to put another sack on it, in it, and this sled was laying up here like that to keep the water kind of off of that sack of feed, cause the barn leaks right there, see? And I had it running down this, and it actually moved that and put it over here in the hall and moved those 3 sacks of feed. So people, when you go to feed your critters, especially like these are 200 yards from my house, you know, you got to be careful, because if I'd run up on that, I don't know what would have happened. And you know, this is one of them mornings where I got a lot going on, and I didn't think to bring that bear protection with me, but it'll be in the truck from now on when I come to feed. But you know, I want everybody to know what happened here. It was a bear. It had to be a bear. A coon or nothing can drag off a 50-pound bag of feed, especially leave with one. So, you know, we had a boy out here on out the road, probably 2 mile, that has feeders out for birds and squirrels and stuff. And we know that a bear went in on him, and he said he thought it was about 300 pounds. So I'm going to say it's the same bear. And he just got him about 3 days worth of feed. I'm looking and trying to listen to see if I can hear it or see it. But, you know, I want to document in case I do run upon it and have to, you know, pull drastic measures. I don't want to. But today I got to deliver some turkeys and guineas to some friends of mine at Mid-Mountain. And I think I'm going to go ahead and buy me another steel barrel and put it in there and put that feed in it to make sure that it has a rougher time getting my feed. And I'm going to look and see if my solar box works. If it does, I may put about a 3-strand electric fence right there this evening to make sure it ain't got an easy walk in there. But once again, people, please be careful when you go in to feed, where your feed stuff is, especially if you have bears and stuff, because, you know, if that had been a mama bear and a cub, that'd been a bad situation to walk in on. And now I didn't walk over there. I just backed the truck back up the hill and went and got my gun, because I know that, you know, if it was sitting around one of these buildings or something, it might come out upset. But I'm going to end the video. I just wanted to get this documented, and, you know, I'll put it on there so everybody can see it. But please, like I said, be careful when you go feeding stuff, because, you know, a man could have got hurt bad right there this morning. But I will thank you for coming and watching the video. Tell you have a good day, have a blessed day. And I got to figure out a situation here to stop the bears from coming in and tearing his feed up like this. All righty. Thank you and have a good day.